There's a woman in an airport right now wearing a navy sweater that's been to war. It has history. It has lint. It has possibly seen 9/11. And yet, she looks richer than the girl in front of her wearing head-to-toe designer, like she lost a fight with the Gucci website. That's the thing nobody tells you. Old money does not look the way broke people think it looks. It's not clean girl aesthetic with a trust fund. It's not beige. It's not, I drink oat milk and ignore texts in Italian. And it is definitely not buying a $4,000 bag and then eating emotional support hummus for the rest of the month. Real old money energy is not about looking expensive. It's about looking like you have nothing to prove. That's why so many people trying to look rich accidentally look like they're doing community theater for wealth. They've got the outfit, they've got the pose, they've got the weird little dead-behind-the-eyes smile in front of a hotel lobby. But the behavior? Baby, the behavior is giving Klarna. So today, instead of doing the usual internet nonsense, wear linen, buy loafers, be born in Connecticut. I'm giving you the 6 actual behaviors that make someone feel old money. And the annoying part? Most of them are free. Let's begin. Number 1. They signal to insiders, not random civilians. This is the whole scam. People trying to look rich are dressing for everybody. People who actually feel secure are dressing for like 6 people and a Labrador. That's the difference. Fake rich says, please notice my logo. Quiet rich says, if you know, you know. And if you don't, that sounds personal. That's why loud luxury so often looks a little thirsty. Huge logos, obvious branding, outfits that scream, I would like the waiter, the valet, and 3 strangers at Sephora to know I've made questionable financial choices. Whereas real old money style is coated. The coat fits suspiciously well. The shoes are polished, not trendy. The bag has no logo, but somehow looks like it has an accountant. That is a different vibe entirely. And honestly, once you understand this, your shopping habits should change immediately. Because the question is no longer, will people notice this? The question becomes, would this still be good if no one ever complimented me on it? That question has saved me from a lot of ugly purchases and at least 4 near-criminal handbags. Also, this is not just clothes. The same people who don't scream with logos usually don't scream with anything else either. Which brings us to behavior number 2. They're fluent in rooms, not quiet, not shy. Not doing that fake mysterious thing where you act like that man at brunch. Fluent. They know how to exist in a room without making everybody tired. That is a skill. They know when to talk. They know when to stop talking. They know how to ask for something without turning it into a customer service hostage situation. They know how to disagree without acting like the United Nations needs to intervene. And they do one thing that insecure people almost never do. They do not make every conversation about themselves. You know the type. You mention you're tired, and suddenly they have a 14-minute monologue about adrenal fatigue, boundaries, magnesium spray, and how Lisbon changed their life. That is not elegance. That is a podcast no one subscribed to. People with real presence are easier to be around. They remember names. They say thank you like they mean it. They don't perform importance every 5 seconds. And that's why they feel high status, not because they're saying less, because they're creating less friction. There's nothing richer than somebody who doesn't need to dominate the room to feel seen. That is real luxury. That and not having to assemble IKEA furniture. Number 3. They choose maintenance over novelty. New money loves a reveal. New car, new bag, new apartment, new face, new era. It's always some kind of launch event. Old money energy is different. It's not reveal, it's upkeep. The coat isn't new, it's just excellent. The shoes aren't fresh out of the box, they're cared for. The luggage isn't trendy, it's been everywhere and still has posture. That reads richer than constant replacement. Because anybody can buy something new. That's what credit cards are for. That's what bad decisions are for. But maintenance? Maintenance means standards. Maintenance means patience. Maintenance means you're not rebuilding your personality every spring. And this applies to everything. Clothes, cars, homes, bodies, friendships. People with long-term thinking don't need constant novelty because novelty is loud and exhausting and usually covered in packaging. The internet has people out here thinking wealth means endless consumption. No, that's just adult Christmas. Real wealth often looks like having a few excellent things and not treating them like disposable boyfriends. If you like this kind of breakdown, status, money, behavior, all the weird psychology underneath it, subscribe. Because this channel is basically me noticing patterns and then politely ruining them for everyone. Now here's where it gets really obvious. Number 4, they protect privacy like it's part of the inheritance. Because now, it kind of is. Nothing feels cheaper in 2026 than constant exposure. Everybody is announcing everything. Where they are, what they bought, who they're dating, why they're stepping into softness, what resort they're at before they've even unpacked their fake bottega. It's too much. Old money energy does not live like a 24-hour live stream. They do not need strangers to witness every nice thing in order for it to count. They go to dinner and just go to dinner. No table photo, no candle boomerang, no caption like, much needed reset. Reset from what, Madison? Salad? Privacy is powerful because it says, my life is not a public group project. And in a culture where everybody is oversharing for engagement, restraint looks incredibly expensive. Not fake mystery, not weird games, not I'm unavailable because I'm iconic. Just boundaries. Healthy, boring, emotionally stable boundaries. And yes, that is probably the most luxurious thing I've said all day. Number 5, they buy time, not just stuff. This one is huge. People who don't understand money spend it to look impressive. People who do understand money spend it to make life less annoying. That is a different religion. They'll pay for convenience. They'll pay for reliability. They'll pay to avoid chaos. They'll pay to not spend 43 minutes fighting with a printer that should have been put down years ago. Because the real flex is not owning more things. It's having a day that doesn't feel like a raccoon attacked your schedule. A lot of people spend money on status objects while their real life is held together with dry shampoo, unread emails, and pure cortisol. That is not luxury. That is a stylish emergency. Old money energy says, what can I remove from my life that is unnecessarily stupid? That's such a good question. Sometimes the answer is grocery delivery. Sometimes it's tailoring your clothes instead of hate buying new ones. Sometimes it's paying more for the direct flight because you are too grown to connect in Atlanta for sport. Rich is not always more. A lot of the time, rich is just less nonsense. Number 6, they build cultural capital. This is the deepest one. Because underneath the clothes, the manners, the privacy, and the pacing, there is usually one thing holding it all together. They know things. They can talk about books, schools, travel, food, design, history, music, architecture. Not like a Wikipedia page, but like a person who has actually paid attention for years. And that matters, because money can buy access. It cannot buy depth overnight. That's why so many people look expensive but not substantial. They bought the aesthetic before building the interior. It's all trim, no house. People with real old money energy usually have interests that are not optimized for social media. They read things that don't come with a pastel cover and a girl crying in the subtitle. They have hobbies that don't exist to become content. They know how to be interested in something without turning it into a personality launch. And the best part of this one is that it's available to almost everybody. You can read more, observe better, listen harder, develop taste, learn how to tell the difference between expensive and good. That's cultural capital. And once you start building it, you stop needing so many props. So, what actually signals old money? Not the giant logo, not the fake accent, not the beige jumpsuit with a slick bun that's fighting for its life. It's this. They signal to insiders, not strangers. They're fluent in rooms. They maintain instead of constantly replacing. They protect privacy. They buy time. And they build depth. That's why they feel different. Because real status does not chase attention. It leaks out quietly, while everybody else is out here doing backflips for validation in a matching set. If you made it this far, comment the behavior that called you out the hardest. Not the cute one, the rude one, the one that made you pause halfway through your online cart and go, "Oh, wow, that was for me." Because that's where the real shift starts. If this video saved you from making one fake rich decision in a parking lot, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and smash that share button to send this to a friend who is one beige outfit away from financial fraud. I love you. I mean it. See you in the next one.